you do it? Can I dive into the questions now? Are
Wait,
you
wait,
like doing?
wait, I gotta start. You gotta intro yourself
Oh,
for
okay.
everybody. Like, who is this bitch?
Okay. Hi, I'm Con. I went to school with Leah. I use any pronouns. I really don't care. It depends on the day. And then I used to be a mechanical engineer, but now I'm a full-time artist in LA.
Hmm. What
Uh,
part of LA?
I'm right next to K-Town. I'm in Filipino town.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Thai
So
town?
it's super nice. It's
Hmm.
great. Yeah.
I'll have to come visit. I come to LA sometimes.
Do you really? If you
Yeah.
need a place to stay, you can crash at mine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My God. Do you have to introduce yourself to your people
No, but
again?
wait, you didn't finish. I
I
interrupted.
didn't?
You
What
do
else do you
art,
want to say?
you
Oh,
draw,
I
you
do
dance.
art. Uh, oh, I did dance predominantly for like 10 years. Getting back into it now that I'm healing that relationship with art in general.
Hmm.
Um, I did I'm like multidisciplinary, so I did videography, photography, oil painting, dance,
Hmm.
like a lot of stuff. But not mechanical engineering anymore.
Yeah,
Actually, that's
that one
not
was
true.
traumatizing.
Yeah, I actually still have a 3D printer and like a woodworking shop in
Hmm.
my balcony, so I get to do the fun parts. Um, yeah, so it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, I guess it's time for my intro. You all know me, but um, yeah, I guess like I kind of had a similar path with Khan, so I wanted to. This is like part of the reason why wanted to talk to you, is because like we both went to MIT, did like tech or like mechanical engineering. I did computer science, worked at Meta slash Facebook, and then quit to do art.
We were
And
also in interface together.
yeah, we're in interface.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're the
throwback.
poor Asians.
Yeah.
Wait, I was really surprised. So, like, I'm Vietnamese, and
Mhm.
Vietnamese and Southeast Asians are statistically poorer than
East.
East
Yeah.
Asian Americans, which I think gets overlooked a lot.
Yeah.
But like, you have a different sort of Asian background in that, like, you're adopted, but I
No,
don't know a lot
I
about
just
it.
have a different last name because
Oh!
both my parents are like full Chinese. My dad was born in Hong Kong, but like is ethnically Shanghainese, and my mom is Shanghainese from Shanghai.
Oh,
But yeah, I had a couple name changes due to like stalkers and stuff in like high school.
oh my God.
That's a story for another time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. Yeah. But then, so then you grew up low income as well.
Yeah, there's like 2 months where we didn't have hot water in the winter in Boston, and my mom, we had to like boil water and then had to like do sponge baths and stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my mom's like super frugal. I think to a point that she doesn't need to be. But
Oh,
she's like, yeah, it runs deep.
oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think my parents were low income, but it wasn't anything like crazy crazy, or at least like in my head. But also like we never went on vacation. We never
Yeah,
traveled. So,
yeah. Yeah, my
yeah.
first time traveling was like after I got like tech job internships in college and then I had
Oh my
money to like go
God.
abroad. Yeah, I did GTL and went to Mexico for a month.
Mm, I see. Wait, you went to school in Boston? Or like you grew up in Boston?
In like Natick, if you know where that is. It's like there's a big mall there. There's a sushi buffet there. It's also the headquarters of MathWorks.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm dead.
yeah, yeah,
Wait, because
it's
I
really funny.
knew, yeah, because I knew CK grew up in Lynn, like
Hmm.
Lynn, and then like I don't know if you guys like knew of each other being
No.
from that area. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
'cause like yeah, Natick was like 2% Asian. It was really rough. And then because of like things that happened, including the stalker, I moved to New York City for 10th grade. And that was like a whole like 180 because my school was like 70% Asian, like
Oh,
20% like children of Russian immigrants, and then like
wait,
5% white, and then like there were two black kids.
where did you go in New York?
I went to Stuyvesant.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
went to
Oh my
Sty.
God, they have a dance team there. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys are already working so hard academically, and then you want to throw in a really rigorous extracurricular in the mix. Like that feels excessive.
Hmm.
My God. Okay, that makes sense then. Wow. Okay, we had very different upbringings for people who had like similar adult lives, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to ask you like about your whole exodus from tech. Because
Mm.
I like left Facebook after like a year and a half being like, oh, this is like not it, even though everyone says it's it. I was like, every day going to work was like painful. I was
Oh
like, this is
my,
like so hard to like come in every day and like mask for all these people that aren't like me.
yeah.
And then I quit to like be a full-time artist. And I did that for like 4-ish years, like freelancing and exhibiting and teaching classes and being a teaching artist. But it never really paid enough. And then I like moved to Pittsburgh for grad school, and that's how I ended up here in 2022.
Did you finish grad school?
No, I took leave also because like yeah, I was like I thought it was gonna be different, but it wasn't. Mainly
Mm.
all of the DoD funding, especially like um, after October 7th, I like took leave November 4th because yeah, there's a lot of like CMU is just like funded by like the military industrial complex.
Um,
Yeah,
mm,
same as MIT.
yeah. I'm like, "Mm." Well, yeah, I think thankfully I wasn't so it's so funny because I danced so much in college that like I
Mhm.
didn't even get involved with the engineering scene super
Yeah, me neither.
hard.
I was just
Yeah.
trying to pass. Yeah.
Oh my God, what was I do? I think I was trying to stay afloat by taking as many course 4 courses as possible.
Yes.
And that was like
I wish I did course 4.
I I actually have friends who did course 4 and don't do architecture or any engineering now, and they're like, yeah, that was a waste of time too. So I think I think you kind of like do the best with what you have.
Yeah.
Um,
For
yeah.
all the lurkers here, course 4 is architecture.
Um, let me think. I I I think I genuinely enjoyed parts of mechanical engineering, and I still do, which made it easier to like navigate mechanical engineering. Like I only chose it because okay, the way I chose my major in college was my counselor, I think Tammy Stevens,
Yeah,
LOL, an
Tammy.
interface counselor asked me like what was my favorite class in school, and I was like art, duh.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm already at MIT and there's no art courses other than course 4, so I'll just do 2A, which is flexible mechanical engineering, and kind of take it from there, try to see if I can do course 6. But mostly I liked building things with my hands. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
same.
yeah, that was something that was very consistent all my life. And then I graduated. I wanted to work in design firms where I just stayed in the ideation phase. So like all the post-its and like the IDEO
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
like the fun part of like drawing a design and not really making it come to life, but like having fun with it. I tried to apply to those, realized you need like 10 plus 20 plus years of experience for you to actually be valuable. Um, and then I was like, okay, well then I have to get a job at like a real mechanical engineering place. So I started working at Meta, and
Do they
and
have
then 4
Mechie at
months
Meta?
what?
Do they have Mechie at Meta?
Yeah, they have Meta and Meta. We do like we did like Oculus and AR VR. So I was working on like AR form factor like devices.
Mm.
So like I was working on like wristband stuff, but they had like different VR or like AR headsets and kind of like different systems for that. So it was fun. I got to be around a lot of like really smart mechanical engineers.
Yeah.
Um, and it was definitely overwhelming. I felt I was one of the youngest people there, so felt super out of place.
Hmm.
Um, but it was fine for a few years. Like I was like learning. I didn't get to do all the ideation and creativity stuff I wanted to do, but I was like, okay, I'm learning like important mechie stuff.
Hmm.
I can be a good, well-rounded mechie, in general. But like I think like after doing that for so long and not really getting to do the part of Meki that I enjoyed, which is like the sketching and drawing
Mm-hmm.
and like printing. And like there was so many design reviews and there were like so many spreadsheets and statistics is fun, but like once in a while, not like
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, there were a couple things that led me to like finally leaving. Um, one of which was like an ADHD diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is why I was like,
Did you get a
why?
neuropsych then?
No, I just got clocked by a therapist like super
They're like,
fast.
oh, you should get
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah. I was going in for because I had been diagnosed with OCD like
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was getting like tossed around different OCD therapists because like the network I was using was being funky. So
Yep.
then one like the last one I had was like, "Are you sure you don't have ADHD?" And I was like, "No, but I do."
Dude, it's
Um,
so funny talking to like my MIT friends, and we've all got something going on.
no, we
I'm like,
really
MIT
do.
admissions was just like, oh, this person seems a little off kilter. Like,
Yeah, they're all like, "Oh, they're so multi-passionate and they're so like," and we're just sitting here like, "Oh, so everybody who went like I would like describe this to so many people, but like we literally threw pianos off of like Baker and like built roller coasters and like had parties where we
I'm
only were
like,
allowed
yeah,
2 articles of clothes. Like I'm like, how did nobody clock
this
this?
is not neurotypical behavior.
No. And then like I would have such a like elitist sort of like view where I'd be like, oh, like people who don't have multiple hobbies are so boring. Like I love people who can talk in depth about their hobbies and like things that they're passionate about. And it just turns out I just like people who have hyperfixations on shit. Like it's just like, oh Lord. Yeah. But I I really wish we had all gotten diagnosed at the beginning and actually gotten like some real help there because
Yeah.
like I
Cause
was
like
showing up
my
late,
friends,
like
well, a couple of my friends like who did get diagnosed by MIT Medical, like got like misdiagnosed with bipolar, like they were actually
yeah.
ADHD and like
Were they like assigned female at birth?
yes.
Yeah. I hear that happens so much. Like women or like femme bodies end up just being diagnosed with bipolar because
So
it doesn't
like
look like.
yeah, they said I have it's like I think it's called like nondescript bipolar just because I had a manic episode. But then I saw my therapist who's autistic also, and they were like, so many autistic people just get misdiagnosed with bipolar. Like there's a big like overlap.
Oh, yeah, because it's so easy to be like, oh, are you manic or are you hyperfixating?
Hmm. Or are you like autistic and overstimulated and that's why you're like stimming and doing
Oh
this? Like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah, the burnout part especially, because that I think going back to like the tech thing, like I felt extremely exhausted all the time because I was constantly working against the ADHD to do my work.
Yep.
And then like it just was like I would go home and I'd feel so tired and be like,
Hmm.
why? I'm barely doing any work. Why am I so tired? And it's
Yeah.
just like that's what happens when you like misalign your job with your passion.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Dude, I literally like part of the reason why I quit was it felt like I had not like making art in like years, and it literally felt like that half of me was like shriveling up and dying, and then I
Oh
was like
my
I need
God.
yeah, like I gotta stop. I gotta do something about this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what was lucky for me was like I could still dance and have that outlet
Hmm.
for during my time in tech. And so I almost thought of tech as like a grant for my like
Hmm.
dance career. I'd literally like throw thousands of dollars
Yeah.
towards like videos. I'd like go fly out to like California to go
Hmm.
study under like different professors.
Hmm.
Um yeah,
But
it
how's
was
it now? As like without the patronage of a big tech company.
oh, I actually stopped. That's a whole different thing.
Hmm.
I stopped dancing 2 years ago. I had like a really major blowout with like a friend group.
Mm.
Um, and in doing so, it kind of uncovered like why am I even dancing? Like, I'm not enjoying any of this. Like, I'm powered by shame. And like, I don't even like being here in like I'm not even enjoying myself for it. So, yeah, a lot of the things that I was doing back then was like, I need to do this so I can be better. I need to do this because I'm not good enough yet. I need to do this because like people don't recognize me.
Yeah.
So I just stopped after a while. Same time that I quit because it was just like I think I just like revamped my life from the bottom up. And now I'm like, okay, I'm here. What do I actually enjoy? Like, whose classes do I like taking? Whose environments do I like? What do I want to do? I think it's kind of like with art when you try to copy somebody else's style
Yeah.
and you don't even like their style. And you're just like, oh, I don't even like art.
Yeah.
It's not that you didn't like art, it's just that you are not in tune with your own
Right.
internal.
With like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, because I like this is something that like was brought in the first interview that I did. It was Mark DeClive Lowe, and he said that like he brought up this quote about like it was a Toni Morrison quote about like basically like, oh look, my cat's here.
Oh my God, so
Yeah, I
fluffy.
got her sophomore year of college because my mom found out I was hooking up with people,
Oh,
and she was like, "Bro, if you need someone to cuddle with, I'll get you a cat."
oh my God, but they help so much.
Yeah, no, no, it actually did help.
Oh my God. I don't know where my cat is, but he's all black. And then
Aw,
another one that's like his girlfriend, but she
oh,
doesn't
that's
like
cute.
either of us.
Yeah, she's like avoidant.
She's like, hello.
But yeah, what were we talking about before my
Oh,
cat
I
came?
think you had asked me how is it like to not have tech funding dance or
Yeah.
even just like art right now. I actually have this talk very often with Kelly,
Hmm.
um, my coach, and also our coach, and also our alumni.
Yeah, shout out
But
Kelly
like,
Lou.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Um, but I have a lot of money saved from working in tech. Like
Hmm.
it's kind of absurd. Um,
How long you
but
were there for how many years?
almost five. I almost hit
Oh, that's a
sabbatical.
good amount. Yeah.
Yeah. And then looking back, it's like, oh, sabbatical of like 1 month where you don't get to work. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
that's such bullshit.
yeah, because my friend was like, "Oh, it's so great that we get 2 days off on the weekend," and I'm like, "No, like you should have every day off to do what you want. Like, why the fuck are we like
Yeah.
taking 5 out of 7 days like doing bullshit that we don't care about and like isn't good for the world?"
And like it was super generous. Like that you had like 30 days of like paid PTO, unlimited sick days, or like free sick, like paid sick days, like
Hmm.
lots of benefits. But like even then, it's like we used to have 3 months off every year for summer break, and then you get 1 month every 5 years
Hmm.
to like not work. That's like a little, that doesn't make sense to
Hmm.
me. That I don't think that really works. I don't think any of it really works.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but
Have you like with the amount that you saved up? Because when I left, I had like 1.5 years, and it was still like a good amount to like live on for like a couple of years. Um, yeah, like have you? Because yeah, the reel I was watching, like right when you like logged on, was like you breaking down like, oh, if you have 1,000 people give you $100 a year, then that is six
yeah, the
figures
thousand
already.
fans thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like how far into being completely financially self-sufficient as an artist like are you? And how
So
long do you think
far.
it'll? Yeah, that's why like I don't sell my art. I think maybe I should start selling my art.
Mm.
But when I left Facebook and I went to I did like a residency at this place called the School for Poetic Computation. And it was like an art residency and we got a lot of mentorship. And I just kept asking like our teachers like, dude, how do you make money? Like how do you stay afloat? And they told me that like selling merch wasn't really the way, that selling art doesn't usually like pan out. Like if you spend 30 hours on a painting, like maybe you'll get like several hundred from that, but it doesn't like match up in terms of the dollars per hour. And they said like they teach and the money is in teaching. And then I went and like became an adjunct at RISD like the Rhode Island School of
You
Design.
were. Oh my God.
But they only paid me. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna expose RISD.
No,
they they
I
paid me 5,500 for 3 months of work. Teaching a 5-hour studio class on Zoom every week for 3 months, which is it pays a lot more than a lot of other universities, but it's still like nothing to survive on. Like it doesn't pay, it doesn't cover rent. Like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I follow Art Prof on YouTube, who I think is run by like a ex RISD professor. I love them. They have so many like free resources and they'll help you critique your art curriculum. But I art it's funny to hear that like merch doesn't work because oh my God, hello. Uh, because I like, did you ever meet Sonia Han?
No.
No, she was course 4 at MIT and she like sells her art at conventions and makes like at least like apparently last year she made uh, I'm like how I don't know what numbers I could say, but it was a living wage. So
Yeah.
and
It's
so
a
like
lot to get there.
yeah, that was her 3rd year doing
Does
it.
she, what medium?
She does she's an illustrator. I think she probably uses like Procreate or something like that. I don't remember if she
Does she sell prints, originals, or
sells
like
prints.
okay.
Yeah. That's the other thing too, like you only get a few hundred from a painting. I'm like, but if you have that like
Mm-hmm.
I've sold more than a few hundred from my paintings. Like I've like if a print is $30,
Yeah.
you already sell like 10 of them. That's already 300. Like that's
Okay.
not too hard. And I think like especially over time too, it's like if you go to multiple markets, if you go to conventions, if you sell online, you're gonna make your money back over time. It's not like if
Yeah.
you're selling originals, sure, but if you're selling prints, I
Okay.
don't think it's exhaustive. Yeah.
Okay. I should sell
Yeah.
my stuff. Yeah, people have asked me like, can I get a print of this? And I'm like, that's work.
No,
Because
it
then
is work
you have to
though.
go in a print shop and you have to mail shit out and like do test prints and all that stuff.
Yeah, when you say it like that, I'm like, oh yeah. I ugh, I keep doing this thing where it's like, did you even do that much work this last year? And then when you say it like that, it's like, no, there is a lot of work that comes into like figuring out how to like digitize prints and then get them printed out and then mail them. Um, but if you have like a DSLR, like you can just take a photo of your print,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like put it in Lightroom, crop it. You're all like that, and then send it out. It's all like chill.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe
I
I'll
was
start selling.
you definitely should. Like scanning, I don't even think you need to scan. Like I think of like I yeah, I feel like I know people sell like gigolet like things of their paintings. Have you heard of that?
No, what is that?
It's like a really high quality print of your artwork. Honestly, I
Oh,
think
is
if
it
you
like Jickly, like GSE?
yeah, with the
Okay.
like there's like
Okay.
extra syllables there. We're like "Ugh." um I feel like if you're selling things at like a $15, $30 price or yeah, like 15, 10, 15, $25 price point, I don't think it makes sense to get like really high quality prints like that. But like it's not too hard to sell. Um
I've also
yeah.
like thought about like merch or like hoodies or like shirts or mugs because those seem to sell better because people like not not a lot of like normal people want like 2D prints on their wall.
Yeah, I haven't oh, this has been a huge thing because if you have a print on demand service, that's also a really good way to test out like one or two hoodies or like one or two mugs prints. Because instead of buying like a whole batch of like 25 hoodies for like $500 and then only selling 3 of them,
Yep.
you can just do the printful stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I've found that like I don't know if I necessarily have a bestseller in terms of what my prints sell on. Um, I
Do you
did have
sell
a
on, do you have like an Instagram shop?
I don't. I just have my Squarespace.
Or
I've been thinking about whether or not I want to get like an Etsy shop or a Shopify. but I don't know if those are really worth the amount of investment yet,
Hmm.
um, to like dive into that now. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like I think having merch is good. It's having a diversity of merch is like even more important because I had bought like a bunch of puzzles and then like they hadn't sold,
Hmm.
even though some of them sold. And it's just like it's kind of tedious to have a bunch of one thing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, I would just like make whatever if you would wear it and you would buy it,
Yeah, there's
I would
someone out
do it.
there
Yeah,
who would do
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
like if you wouldn't buy it, or like yeah, there's always I think people care a lot about what form factor the art comes in. Um, and like I don't know, that's a lot of money. But yeah.
Yeah. Switching gears, well, I guess like you mentioned dance and how you kind of dropped off of it because of like fallout from a friend group. Um, this is something that like me and my friends here in Pittsburgh like talk about a lot because the Pittsburgh scene is pretty small and like once someone breaks up with someone, like there's a huge like splitting and how like not a lot of people talk about that, how like the effect that like personal relationships and like fallouts have to like the heart of like the scene or the art that's created. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you found that like because it happened to you in dance, have you found that like in visual art? I feel like visual art like people are like more insular.
Yeah, I think dance is so okay. How do I? There's so many parts to this. I think being in a small city when I was dancing a lot of my adult life in Seattle,
Hmm.
it was like extremely hard because I actually didn't like a lot of people in the scene. I was like, I hate you. I hate you.
Was it like not very diverse or like
It was also very small. It felt very high school. A
yeah.
lot of people went to the same high school,
Hmm.
and there were several like social media sort of like cat fights. That sounds
Yeah.
so gendered, but it was like it was just like oh, like Seattle feels really like cold and freezy, like it doesn't feel very welcoming. And then people who are from Seattle are like, "What are you talking about? They've always been nice to me. Like, what do you like you this?" And it's just like you guys can't see like you where's why is there such a disconnect? Like Seattle is genuinely like can be exclusive and like
Right.
non-friendly.
Hmm.
Like we've lived in New York, Boston, large major cities where it's like super easy to make friends.
Yeah.
It's very obvious when like a city is weird. Um,
Yeah, that's why
yeah.
I love Pittsburgh because people here are like so welcoming and like not
Oh
gatekeepy at all. I think it might be well, one related to the size of the city because it's like it's not that many people, and the scene's not very big. So if someone sees you doing cool shit, they're like, "Hell yeah, I support that."
yeah.
Um,
That's so funny because I would have thought because I feel like Seattle and Pittsburgh are probably the same size-ish, or it's like at
yeah,
least like in
Pittsburgh's
that.
like smaller.
Oh, okay. Because I
Pittsburgh
feel like
even is even smaller than Detroit, I think, by like an order
oh,
of magnitude in
oh
terms of
damn.
population.
Yeah, I it's there's this weird like scarcity mindset that happens in Seattle where people are kind of competing over the same like jobs or like um I for me, I didn't like a lot of people, not because I mean, sometimes a bitch can just be a hater. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I was genuinely seeing like abuse and harm that was like not being addressed, being
Hmm.
overlooked, and then
Yeah.
like people working with abusers for the sake of clout and like
Yeah.
opportunities and
Yeah.
classes and money. So
Hmm.
it was just like, oh, I hate everybody here. Like you all suck. Like
Yeah.
it's not just the shitty people, it's the people enabling them.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't know what it is about like yeah, after a while it felt like I had to be careful anywhere I stepped and there wasn't really a feeling of like community of
Hmm.
like, oh, I can be safe here. It was like
Yeah.
nobody cared about safety. People cared
It's
about
about clout.
yeah, it's about
Yeah.
clout. When the value is clout, safety is just out the
How have
door.
you found LA to be then? Because I do hear like LA being full of clout chasers.
I don't leave my apartment, so I don't. There a cat here? Oh my God, a little kitty. Um, I I chose to move to LA and just a larger city in California in general because I knew there's like there's abusive and harmful people everywhere.
Yep.
And like conflict is inevitable. You have conflict with everybody, but you're more likely to find a group of people instead of like one or two that actually agree with your values and practice your values in a
Yeah.
larger city than a small city.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Like when there's only like four studios or like a handful of studios that teach adult hip hop in a
Yep.
city, everybody knows each other. And
Hmm.
then like here it's like there's like 20 of them or like 100 of them. You can just
Hmm.
if you
You can
see
find
somebody
your
you don't
people.
like, yeah, I
Yeah.
literally can like go to the same studio and not see you if I go to a class that's like 2 hours later. Like it's
That's
just easier
nice.
that way.
Do you do was hip hop primarily your focus?
I I don't even know if I can call say hip hop anymore, but it's just like choreography
Yep.
because it's like hip hop and jazz funk
Mm.
um, that is like smashed together by the internet and everybody who learned from the internet. And so you think you can, or like ABDC or whatever.
What
So
is ABDC?
America's Best Dance
Best.
Crew.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
watched that show growing up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think there's there's so much like oh, it's dance is so fun in a, like an academic sense because it's like hip hop in particular is like an oral tr like or at least like a branch of an oral
Hmm.
tradition from
Yep.
like Western African like
Yeah.
roots. And it's
Yeah.
like, wow, like look at how much was lost when like the internet came to be and like YouTube was starting to like mix everything and like
Yeah.
yeah, it was just like, oh, this is very tragic, but also super interesting. So
So,
yeah.
do you think the internet was detrimental in that regard, or has it also like increased access?
It's increased access, but without depth, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm not a scholar, but I would say like similar to anybody's exposure to like a different culture,
Yep.
like if you don't dive deeper into that culture, it's going to be appropriation.
Yep.
And then not to mention like the long-standing history of Black or BIPOC art form, American
Hmm.
art forms that are appropriated normally, just like readily so. It just made it, I think there's more access, but it also made it easier to lose the roots of it.
Right. Hmm.
Um, but I think a lot of people are claiming that back, especially after like 2020, when like BLM was like in its
Yeah.
height,
Hmm.
and people were like, "No, we need to know like the culture behind all this
Hmm.
choreography because you can't just call it hip hop and have like no hip hop foundation in there. Like,
Yes. Yes.
you're not even. It's like being like, oh, I'm an oil painter, and you like only use acrylics. Like what?
Hmm.
So,
I have a studio space now, which is sick. Also, because Pittsburgh rent is cheap.
oh, that's so nice.
And
I
then
mean, like,
like there are other oil painters in the building, and like I never had like the resources to have like two sinks until
oh my
now. So
God.
I'm excited.
Like a eating sink and a paint sink.
Like a like a turpentine sink and then a water
Oh,
sink.
oh my God. Oh my God. I'm still my like kitchen sink has like all these paint stains on it, like brush cleaner. Wait, so are you doing predominantly like oil painting now?
I took a class. I really fuck with the fact that it like doesn't dry and the fact that you can blend stuff really nicely. I
Yeah.
want to do more oil painting now that I have a studio. Yeah, pretty much like I feel like the reason why like I really like visual art because the bar to access is so low. Like you just need a pencil and paper and that's it. Um, so like growing up, I like did a lot of pencil drawings, and then like when my uncle had money for lessons, I would do more like acrylic painting. But I've never really had the resources to do like oil. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, I started doing oils this year from like a teacher nearby.
Hmm.
Um, and it's like so freeing. Like
Hmm.
acrylics are so annoying. Great to do quick things, but like, yeah, oils is like, oh my God, it's so buttery.
Yeah,
So
so
smooth.
buttery soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow, like these like portraits actually look like people and not like weird. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to dance, also, I think I'm gonna take dance lessons this year.
Oh shit,
I
really?
think like my birthday was like two days ago, and my mom was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "Dance lessons,"
Oh my
because I
God, what
really
kind of
want to learn
style?
like juke or like popping.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, those are so fun. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, let
Yeah.
me, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Juke is such a, I feel like people don't know about juke unless you've like been in dance for a while, so I'm surprised you knew.
I know it from like music, like juke music is like
Mhm.
juke and footwork like go like really hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're so like both of them, well, actually, yeah, juke is super like energetic. I feel like popping is very relaxed. I think popping is actually super relaxed. Um, maybe it was my teachers, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess
There's
like,
like hardly any cardio involved.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
start
part
again.
two.
Part
Yeah.
two. What
Are
happens in
you?
part two?
Oh, I was just gonna continue asking the questions I had.
Part two, you can interview me.
Yay! Are um are you predominantly going to focus on like like oil paintings for selling your art these days? If that's if
I
I,
don't
I
know.
feel
I
like
got an airbrush. I also got a rug tufting gun.
oh
Like
shit! Oh no, not the
now I'm like, because I have a studio now, I can actually set up like a rug tufting frame.
That's so
Um,
cool.
but yeah, lately I've been doing a lot of music stuff. I just had a music lesson the other day from my friend.
Oh shit.
Um,
What kind of are like producing or
like
singing?
producing. I took a voice lesson from my other friend. Yeah, I really want to do like DJing, but with like live stuff layered on top and vocals. Um,
Can you see two like animals like moving
they're
around?
blurred out.
Yeah, wait, let me see if I can. Oh my God. This one.
Oh,
This is the annoying one who yells all the time, and then this one is Princess,
the
who like,
girlfriend.
yeah, doesn't like any of them. They're very cute. Oh my God, why is he so relaxed? Wait, what's your cat's name?
Her name's Shreli. Shreli.
Shrilly. Oh, is it
Shreyas? No,
Chinese?
Lee is like beautiful. Yeah, it's Chinese.
Oh,
Burp, burp,
she's
burp, burp.
so pretty. Oh my God, wait, she must be like
She's like
almost 10
11.
years old.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay, back to blurring my background because my studio is crazy looking.
No, I like it.
Oh, thanks.
Let's.
I color coded my
Can
book.
you unblur it again?
Yeah. There's like I made this gradient table with all my oil colors so that I could just look up like what
Yeah.
the undertones are really quick.
Hmm.
Got my cat trees, shipping station, cat, books, what
What are
else
you
is there?
reading?
Oh, I mostly do audiobooks. I'm about to read 1491,
Hmm.
which somebody recommended to me for what America would look like if the Native Americans weren't all murdered and genocided.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Is it nonfiction-ish or is it like
yeah, it's
fiction,
nonfiction.
speculative fiction?
It's nonfiction. Yeah. I don't really enjoy fiction anymore in terms
I've
of book.
never enjoyed it. I just
Oh,
have two. I think it's the ADHD thing where I'm like, I can't just like flip to a page and read 2 pages and then be done.
yeah. If I have something on in the background, it's like totally fine. But like otherwise. But anyways, printer, 3D printer, other stuff.
Have you 3D printed anything for fun?
For fun, not recently, but I did so much 3D printing that I'm sort of like over it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, I've been 3D printing for some of the commissions I've done. Like another
Do
MIT
people just
alum.
hit you up on Instagram to commission?
Yeah, it's pretty, right now all my commissions are like organic, so
Hmm.
Instagram, people who know me already, so like emails.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of like the big thing. Like commissions and like higher price things, I don't even feel comfortable getting it from strangers, but most of the time it's people who know me well enough to be like, here's several $1,000s. Like, please make something for me because I know you and trust you.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's like, oh my God, she popped out of nowhere. Yeah, I've been doing like an artist program called the Artist Freedom Hub since last year. Who it's like this community full of artists who are trying to make it for full time, and the people who run it are people who are currently like making money full time as an artist or at least like art
Nice.
coaching.
Yeah.
So they're like kind of helping us like this
That's
is how you
cool. That's cool that
yeah.
there's a community for it, 'cause like, yeah, like as a visual artist, I've always felt like I don't have people to like draw with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's and I don't really get to draw with these people. I'd like come in very haphazardly, but like we have mentorship sessions every single week, like
Oh,
multiple
that's
of them.
awesome.
Yeah, you can just come in and be like, hey, like my ad funnel is working weird, or like how often do I post on the internet, or how do I have email marketing? Like all of these little conversations that you wish you could ask somebody, they're there to kind of help you through that and tell you what helps for them. And there's
Yeah.
people who like have hundreds of thousands of followers on like Facebook and Instagram. There's like there's people who don't have a lot of followers but make like a living wage. So it's
I
like,
wonder, yeah, 'cause like there's this thing in Pittsburgh that just started like a couple weeks ago, which is like for emerging musicians, but I really wish there was like something like that for like emerging visual artists.
mm,
Like
yeah.
basically like teaching you the business side of everything.
Yeah, I definitely like this program. I also did pay a lot of money to be in it. That was like the first big major purchase. And then I've spent a lot of big budget things for my art business, and that's been kind of interesting, especially as like a low income immigrant child. You're like,
Yeah, like I realized like I used to spend so much money on other people's art because I was like, please take my money, like you need it. But then I was like, wait, I should do the same thing for myself and like buy that rug tufting gun and all that.
yeah,
And
I've run away with it in terms of like how much I bought. I literally just bought a $500 cabinet to organize my embroidery threads.
yeah.
And like it's so pretty. I like labeled like the DMC numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's I think understanding like or like I invest a lot in the art supplies, but the marketing part is like the biggest thing
Yeah.
to like the artist of like
Yeah, I saw you running Instagram ads.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's with the program that I was doing where I like learned how to set up a pixel, set up like analytics, how to optimize like your ad. I do think there are some limitations of the program of like the like it's more Facebook based versus like TikTok or Instagram, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit more of an older crowd.
Right.
Um,
Do you hate like the social media aspect of it, or do you like it of like being an
that's
artist?
such a good question. That is such a wide question. I think,
Cause like I remember I saw one of your reels that was like dance, you like dancing to like advertising
oh
art, yeah, and then you're just like dancing, and then like the art's on the wall. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm a believer of like so if you're just gonna bucket social media into one thing, like yeah, it would suck. Like, but like if you view it as like oh this is something I have to do and like get views, but like you don't even have to do social media on Instagram. If you like long form, like on
Yep.
YouTube, if you don't even like videos and you just want to do like print advertising or like there's newspapers who like will if you want to like put an ad on there you can do that as well like
Mm,
advertise social media is just like a conduit for connecting to other people and you can do
yes.
that in a way that best suits you and like
Yes.
Instagram works for me because I'm on it all the time
Yeah, me
and
too.
yeah it's like it's bad
I
but like
realized like, cause I don't know, maybe a month ago realized like, oh yeah, if you do put a photo of yourself, like it gets boosted a lot. And then I'm like, okay,
yeah
maybe it's not that hard to like pre-pend to all my cool art shit with like a little stupid selfie.
yeah people love seeing or at least for me even when I look at other people like that's why faceless artists like tend to struggle slightly more than artists who share their story and kind of share like their struggles because like you can actually relate to them as people.
Right.
I feel like when you see pretty art online it's very easy to be like, "Ooh, that's a cute post." Like,
Yep.
save, look at it, never again.
Yep.
But like, yeah, there's some artist personalities where it's like, oh, okay, like this person is about this, they came from here, I relate to
Hmm.
them. Like a lot of the people I've been connecting more with lately are like other like MIT alums who are more artistic and like want to discuss it and want to explore that within themselves. Um,
Yeah. Did
so
you like? I think within, well, not meant to be any shade to Kelly, or like career coaching, and it also might be different in your cohort because I did it like a couple months ago. But because it was like framed as career coaching, like I kind of like butt heads with that a little bit because I'm like, what the fuck is a career? Like, I don't care about being promoted. Like, I just want to make art and like live on a sailboat. And like, I'm like, how do I get there?
yeah, no, that's very, I've actually never done a cohort with Kelly. I've only done one-on-one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like, yeah, like we don't, obviously, like I can't really promote myself other than like actually getting more revenue. Um, but like, yeah, there's so many subconscious things holding me back from making major business decisions. Like, I just spent 10K on a marketing strategist for myself. And like
Mm-hmm.
before, it would have been like, I literally would never. Like,
Yeah.
that's also like, there's so many
Has that
scams
helped?
there. We just started working together. They guarantee like we will like help you find a way to get 1 million views within like the
Mm,
3 months that we work
that's
together.
good.
Yeah, it's more strategy versus content creation, so they kind of help
What
you.
have they, what have been like some like takeaways
Oh
from
my
that?
God. Yeah, I love, okay, there are so many people out there who are like, I will help you like build your followers. But I really like their method because it's very analytical and like
Hmm.
scientific almost.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
literally like, they're like, our team studies like millions of videos. We pick out like, there are some common formats that people do, like
Hmm.
skits or like walking listicles or
What's a listicle?
I don't know, but it's the ones where they're like walking and talking and they're like
Oh,
500
yeah.
ways to get like $1 million in 2025. And like, and you're just like, why is he walking and talking? Why can't he just sit down?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they like will watch all of the videos that do that and be like, actually, the videos where he's walking do so much better than videos
Mm,
where he's sitting because
interesting.
it's more visually appealing.
Yeah, because there's
So
shit going on.
yeah, so like they
Yeah.
do the research of like, here are different formats that might be helpful for you as like
Okay.
whatever business you're doing, and then here's how to execute on that to get
Hmm.
like the most out of that format.
And then is the end goal like, okay, you get a bunch of followers, but the end goal is like these followers will commission me or like buy my prints. Is that the end goal?
Yeah, yeah, they I want to make sure or it's called their like whole promise is like if your audience right now is like the 2K followers we have, and
Hmm.
maybe only 10% of them purchase from you. If you can regularly reach 1 million followers, but even just like 3%, that's
Yep.
still way more than
Yeah.
10% of 2,000.
Hmm.
So like it's the big thing of art marketing.
Yep.
You just need to get more eyes on your shit. Like
Yep.
that's the biggest thing. People want to buy. They just don't know you exist.
Yep.
So that's kind of the whole thing.
Have you tried like NFTs or anything like that?
No,
I like the most I've made from my art was NFTs. Like I
oh
made like
really?
6,500.
Wait, that's so good. Oh my
It was
God.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, there's a lot about NFTs or well, the people that are into NFTs that are like, I'm like, I don't fuck with that.
Mm, yeah.
But the
Yeah.
nice thing about that drop was like, it's like me and 12 artists total in this group exhibition. And like they bundled it so that like each of us had to make 144 pieces. And then they bundled it so that when people bought it, they would shell out like, I think it was like 1,300 for 12 pieces. But it'd be
Mhm.
like, you get piece one from Leah, piece one from this other artist, piece one from this other artist. And so
Yeah.
that was nice because like I'm like lesser known in the NFT world because I didn't fuck with that shit. But
Yeah.
some of the artists in the exhibition were, and like people were like, I want this
Oh,
person's, I
yeah.
want Peter Pasman's print, or like, I want Peter Pasman's like NFT, so I'm gonna buy this whole bundle.
Yeah. And
And
then you
they
get
split it
like,
12 ways
yeah.
equally.
No, that's so good. Because the other thing that happens that people talk about is like collaborating with other people, kind of like we are now, but
Hmm.
like our audiences get to know like each
Each
other.
other, yeah.
Yeah. And like people talk about like, yeah, let's post on each other's email list. Let's share each other's work. Let's just like getting an organic
Hmm.
audience from scratch is really hard. Leveraging other
Hmm.
people's already built audiences is like
Yeah.
really great.
Because then it's more like personal. Because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I know Leah, and Leah's like a cool person, and if Leah is like big ups to Khan, then like I should check it out.
Yeah, yeah, it's that social validation like kind of
Hmm.
thing. Um, it's tough though because it's like we know we're cool. I know you're cool,
Hmm.
but like it's hard for somebody off the street for them to know that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like, isn't it obvious? Like,
Yeah,
but
like just look at me.
yeah, look at us, we're so cool.
I
Um,
want also like other thing, kind of unrelated to music art, but also related to like yeah, being diagnosed as neurodivergent, but then also being queer. Like, I wanted to ask you about like your queer journey.
God, yeah. Oh my God, I was so heteronormative in college. It's like kind of scary when I think about it. But like, uh, hold on, let me get. Yeah, and the kitties. I'm still exploring a lot of that. I feel very certain in being like, I definitely feel gender queer. I definitely
Yep.
feel like some days I want to be hyper masculine, and then some
Hmm.
days I want to be hyper feminine,
Yep.
which makes having short hair really hard because sometimes like I just want to like
Yeah, I'm like I want extensions
yes,
that like
I've been trying to work on a wig and like you can't do it. Like I can't put my wig in a ponytail because then you'll see like the lot. My God, it sucks. Um, yeah, it's kind of it kind of sucks that way. But like uh I think
what
realizing
dorm did you live in?
I lived, oh my God, I lived in McGregor for 2 years and then McCormick for 2 years.
Oh, McCormick.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
like I wonder how many people in McCormick are like now lesbians.
Yeah. It's so funny because I lived there mostly out of convenience. Like the dance studio was there. It was
Mm-hmm,
like super
yeah,
close to the campus.
in the
Uh,
dining hall.
yeah.
Yeah.
I and like I tell this a lot, but I'm like, oh, I probably should have wondered if I was queer when I was making out with like 20 different girls at the DT after party. Granted, like I was having fun and like we were all having fun. And then I did it again at Pi reunion where I like made out with like 13. I was like, oh, I don't do that anymore. But like I think I think yeah, when you're just like comp het for so long, you kind of lose the sense of like, oh, I actually do like really love the female form and
Mm-hmm.
like I am still trying to understand like like yeah, it's like masculine femmes or like mass presenting people I have an affinity towards, like definitely. And then it's sort of like, oh, like where is this going? Where does this follow? What part of this is real and what part of this is like not sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it's been really interesting, but I there was a question I had that was like, am I gay enough to call myself queer? Because I don't feel like living comp het for so long
Yep.
and like not fully being like I only date like I don't date cis men. Like my partner's a cis man and I'm like,
Yeah,
mm,
yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
like
No,
crippling
I
my
get that.
image
Yeah,
here.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But like yeah, there's this thought I had of like, do I not experience enough gender dysphoria to consider myself genderqueer? But it's like I love being able to express myself in these different ways, and I
Yeah.
don't know if it necessarily needs to come with like trauma or shame
Yeah, I
necessarily,
don't think it has to come from a negative
right?
place. It can come
Like
from
it's
gender euphoria.
yeah, yeah, like it's so expansive for me. Like I feel so like, oh my God, there's so many things I can do, and like yeah, it's like very freeing. Oh my
Hmm.
God, hold on. Soupy?
So you're like, I think your pronouns in your profile listed as like she They
He,
daddy.
they daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Some people call me Poppy. Some people call me Papito because I'm like hella short still. So wait, and you just use they them pronouns.
I actually, well, I feel like as kind of half a joke, half not a joke, for Pride Month, I said I was going to come out as we us. Because I kind of
It's
want to
actually a
force people.
system.
I actually want to force people to like change their verbal programming to like use the word we more often because it creates like
Mm,
less separation between the individual and the other. It's just like we, like together. Um,
yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
funny. It's like the Korean we, like uri. Like it's always
Mm.
like they're never like, oh my dad. They're always like our dad.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, it's
Because
funny.
like, yeah, I think I actually like what I probably most prefer is it's. But then
Mm.
some of my friends who are like binary trans, like they're like she, her, or he, him trans. Um, like yeah, I think it's kind of rubs some trans people the wrong way because then they feel
Uh,
like they're
historically, like,
like calling something it, which could be derogatory.
mhm.
But yeah, I just want to be like, I think truly what I want is like to be the genderless he that's used for like animals. We were like, oh, look at that bird. He's like pooping.
Yeah, it's like God is a woman, and we he uses he pronouns. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That would be
But I only like started being like, oh, maybe I don't want to be a woman after I stopped dating. Or it was like this really bad breakup with a dude. And then I had
mm,
like this, it was during pandemic too, where I was like serially had always been in a relationship with a cis man. And then I was like, huh, I don't have to dress hot anymore. I can just dress how I want. I don't have to like be the hot girl. I can just like dress comfortably. And it was nice, like not having to like perform femininity all the time.
mm, yeah.
And that's when I switched my pronouns. The first time I like came out with they them openly was when I first moved to Pittsburgh. And I was like, okay, new people, I can just like be who I am.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna. My cat
You
keeps
gonna feed
yelling
him?
at
Yeah, I
me.
can hear him.
Oh my God, he's been yelling this whole
He's
time.
hungry.
Here you go. Can you come here? Come here. No, he over here. I'm just gonna grab him real quick.
Hmm.
Mommy! No, he ran away. Don't do
Have you
that.
gone through other hair colors?
Yeah, actually, I haven't dyed my hair short until like a week ago. Because I was going from because I was blonde, like I was like ABG blonde and purple and like all that shit for like 4 or 5 years. It was like
Uh,
really long. It was like here and then it was like here. And it was really cute. I
how
loved
long
it.
did it take to get there? Like, I've always wanted to get there, but not had the patience.
I think I just let it grow and I didn't realize how long it was.
Hmm.
I don't think I actually liked it that length. It's also like half of my height, so it doesn't make sense for me. Um, yeah, it was really fun. I really love I when I went back to Seattle this last 2 weeks and they saw my all dark hair. You know when an Asian girl goes from blonde back to black?
Yeah,
You know some shit is like real. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
I was like, and then my friend was like, "Oh, like I really love like I feel like blonde hair really suits you. Like it really like was you." And I was like, "You're right." So I dyed it back, and so now it's like this.
I feel like people tell me that and they're like, like that was really good for you. And I'm like, no, that was just like 1/100th of me. And now I'm on like
Oh,
second 2 out of 100 of my
yeah.
iterations.
That's yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, whenever people tell me things, I feel like it's more just like a litmus test of like, how do I actually feel about their statement? And like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you were helpful in providing me a opinion
Hmm.
that I maybe do or do not want to listen to. Um, yeah, I really love dyeing my hair. I Short hair is way harder to dye though,
Hmm.
because I feel like at least with like long hair, you could do like the opal or like you could do like different strands.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
short hair, it's like it grows out so fast.
yeah.
And like,
I shaved my head like
I
last
remember
July.
this.
It was like
Wait,
all the way down.
It grew
Oh
back
yeah,
so fast.
I know. I already even cut it. Like it was like down to here, and then I cut it again in January.
Oh
Now
my
it's back out
God.
here.
Shit is just like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
It's
it
like a.
naturally like fluffy like that?
Yeah, I got bullied for it as a kid. People
Oh
would be
my
like, "There's the girl with like the afro or the bad perm."
God. No, it's so cute. I wish I had more textured hair. I think it's so cute on like Asian people. Like, oh my God, there's so much texture and like personality. Mine's just like flat. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one time I got it chemically straightened to be like classic like Asian hair. That was really nice because it like my hair's super thick, so like if I put it in a braid, it just like sticks out like Pippi
Oh
Longstockings.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Oh. Yeah, I think going back to like the performing femininity, like I think definitely just like the exhaustion of like having to like play this role
Yeah.
led a lot into like rejecting it. But I mean we're at a time now where it's like if you want to do it. Like
I
have
think yeah, I
fun.
think right now where I am with being trans and they them and like having the shaved head and like doing testosterone every so often just when I feel like it, like I feel like I've already earned the label of like trans non-binary and now I'm like now that my hair's growing out I'm like oh I can be a hot girl sometimes if I want to.
Yeah.
Like it's
There's
like when
been
you become so trans that like now you're back to being cis.
yeah, yeah. It's like revert. Yeah. No, it's so funny. Like the more I know there are with me and my pronouns, I literally don't care. I mean, I will be offended if I get called a he, just because I'm like, I don't want to look dusty. Like, like if I'm gonna be a he, I'm hot. I'm a hot he, not
Yeah,
a
you're like a
dusty
he
he.
they, not a
Yeah,
he him.
like a sexy he.
Yeah.
Like, but like, like I'm just like men are dusty, but like whatever manifestation I am, it's gonna be hot. So, um, but like, yeah, it's just way easier when it's like for you. So it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I have I guess like one last question, which is like well something that's kind of becoming a tradition of these interviews is like kind of just organically the first guy like brought up a quote and then second person she brought up a quote. Like do you have a favorite quote or something that's like somehow related to our conversation today?
To our conversation today.
Or like a quote that like inspires you?
You can edit this where I'm like thinking about it because the first quote that I thought of is like not a good quote whatsoever.
Can we hear the bad quote and then the good quote?
I keep trying to make this a thing, but like I keep telling people like sometimes you have to eat your own ass.
No,
And
yeah, you
everybody's like,
do.
"What the?" But you
You
get it,
do.
right?
I
You get
get
it.
it. I get it. You
Yeah,
gotta eat your
like
own ass.
yeah. Like I think of my mom and like how she tries to like help me and my family or just like people who are just like, "No, I have to save you from the consequences of your own actions." It's like,
Yeah,
"No.
that's my mom. Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
let
my
me
mom.
fail. Like let
Yeah.
me I need to live my life and experience this on I have to eat my own ass to know."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Like
a bad quote.
that okay, that quote reminds me of a good quote that actually happened like during interphase. Because like a bunch of people from interphase went to this Diego, what's his name? Not Diego. Like the person that wrote Oscar Wilde, who's like a lit professor at MIT. The
Oscar
Wondrous Life of
Wilde.
Oscar Wilde. The
Oh, Oscar
Wondrous Life.
Wilde.
Let me look it up. But he's like from the Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
Wondrous Life of Oscar. Oh, Juno Diaz.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, um, yeah, we went to him give a talk during interphase, and he was like doing a reading from one of his new books, and he told us that his mom like still doesn't approve of him. And like he's like an MIT professor. He's like had this like crazy like prolific book. Like a lot of people know his name and he's like clearly very successful, but she's like, "How come you're not a doctor or an engineer?"
Oh
And like,
Lord.
yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, my mom just like has no idea what I'm doing."
Oh my God.
And he told us that like he said like this quote which like really resonated with me, which was like, um, "Your parents didn't give up your life just to take yours." And that, like, my mom always says, like, "Oh, we moved to this country to like bring you to step two, level two, and now it's your job to take us to level three." And I'm like, Mom, there's no like linear progression of anything. Like, it's life.
What's funny is like I feel like having the freedom to pursue art as a career, if you wanted to put it like that, is actually the American dream. Like you came here for more freedom financially.
Yeah.
Now we have the opportunity to not have to choose something out of survival. We can have a
Yes.
little bit more like
Yeah.
freedom and joy in our lives. And so like yeah, in a way it's just like we are doing this is level two. Like this is kind of is it.
Yeah.
Um we don't have the like generational
Because I'm
wealth.
like, all the Nepo babies I know, they're like musicians. And I'm like, bro, you can only be a musician full time because you have a rich daddy.
I'm not even mad at Nepo babies. I'm like, if you have it,
Yeah,
do
use
it.
it.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, like, am I jealous? Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
No, I'm
But
so
like,
jealous.
yeah. But like that's kind of what it is. It's just like, okay, you like yeah, you came out on top. Yeah, I don't think I
The
can think of any quotes.
the last two like people I dated, like they're full-time musicians, they're male, he, him. But they both have rich dads. And I'm like, please, can you get your rich dad to also give me money? Because, like, you
Dang.
clearly have been being bankrolled for like decades, but like, give me some, like, just a little
Are
bit.
are they making a living from doing art?
Like,
Oh, okay.
under like 10K income per year.
Oh,
But
okay.
they're like fine because like their dads can pitch in for rent if needed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't, yeah, I definitely couldn't ask my parents that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little insane. I'm like, I have more money than my parents at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, I think definitely it's like way scarier to know that you kind of only have yourself to rely on financially. I felt like that after graduation because it was like I couldn't find a job full
Yeah.
time, and like I was like, holy shit, it's like me and homelessness are like best friends if we like don't
Yeah.
figure it out. It like was genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I've been there.
yeah, and yeah, now that I have like so much more financial freedom, it's like way easier, but it is also like the responsibility is on me. In a way, I can understand how a man feels being the like breadwinner of a single household of
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I want to
I
be the breadwinner.
no, we're a dual income household. No trad
But
wives
I
or
want to be like the top, you know?
I
Where
want us
I'm
to both
like,
make money, but I make more than you.
yeah, and then I call the shots. Yeah.
Yeah, no, high key. Oh my God. Yeah. Have you had the chance to date like a woman?
Kind of, not really. Like, I've like done like, I've like been involved with someone who's poly and she has a full-time like main partner. I've also like, I hooked up with a lot of girls in college. Um,
Like, do I know
but
him?
yeah, I've never probably.
I can see that. I can see that. You never
Do you know Rin Eunice?
know. Oh my God!
So
Oh my God!
Rin and I are technically comet partners, or she calls me a comet partner, even though I'm just like, bro, we're just friends, and we hooked up a couple times.
A
But
comic
like,
partner?
it's like a comet partner, like it's kind of like Haley's comet, where
Oh,
like
I'm
when
dead.
you're in
That's
the
fine.
same city, like Rin's in LA, like whenever
Yeah.
I'm in LA, like
Yeah.
we're together. Um,
Yeah. We had, they also do mechanical engineering, and then we talked about
mhm.
like being at Meta and like helping, but I never got back to that.
Yeah,
I'm
Rin's
sorry,
funny
Rin.
because she uses like she, her pronouns, and like all of our friends, especially from senior house, are like now trans, and Rin's like, I'm the last she, her standing.
My God, that's some strong they them energy. Stop it. Dang. Yeah, I don't think I mean I had a long bout of celibacy during the pandemic.
Mhm.
Um like voluntarily and involuntarily so. I think the first 2 years was voluntarily and the next 3 years were like, help me.
5 years. That's a good
Yeah.
good streak.
Yeah. I didn't have
Yeah.
like I was so focused on therapy and like dance
Hmm.
and like that like and I think I wasn't really meeting people that I like was genuinely like impressed by.
Hmm.
Um that sounds it is what it is. I said what I said. Um and then yeah, like I have a partner now, which I actually got by accident. I picked him up at an EDM festival and I was like, oops. Um but yeah, it was I think that long bout was super good
Yeah.
for me to figure out like my actual it I
Right.
was able to practice like boundary setting, understanding my needs in a non-romantic setting. So like my friendship skills are like up,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think it was I had a lot of codependent I can't even say it's tendencies. I was a very codependent in college, and that really fucked with like how exhausted I felt being in a relationship, and I was able to
Yeah.
really navigate that in the years following.
Yeah.
So
My
now it's like
last my last partner, like he is terrified of being codependent. He calls himself codependent, just because he, I think, had a codependent relationship, with his mom.
mm,
And so he's like really afraid of it, which I think actually makes him kind of avoidant as like an overcompensation factor.
mm.
Um, but yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I don't want to be
codependency is a bitch.
responsible for your feelings, but it's like you weren't responsible for my feelings in the first place. It's,
Hmm.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I
Another, so like off of the quote thread. Um, okay, well then maybe if there's no quote, do you have a piece of art or music or dance or anything that like was your
oh has been
like
like a very
keystone inspiration for like,
yeah.
yeah, that was monumental to you?
I've read so many books in this last year. Okay, we're gonna have like a small lull in the
We can have cat TV.
yeah. Yes.
Cat TV to entertain the ADHD people watching us. Look at this cat.
I'm just like in my videos, I'm just gonna start jingling my cat, like jingling keys.
Oh wow, he lets you jingle him.
Oh yeah, he's like we like he like
Oh wow. Yeah.
he
Yeah, I
he's
feel
a
like
big
boy cats are really chill.
he's my big he used to be he used to have such anxiety that he had bald spots from over grooming
No.
and he was on
Oh.
anxiety medication and now he
What
loves me
meds?
so much that he like will not fucking shut up. And
Which
I
meds
love
was he on?
he was on gabapentin.
Okay, yeah, yeah, my cat's been on gabapentin.
Yeah, he
I've also been on gabapentin.
oh my God, when you and your cat have the same meds, that's like the best. Um, God, there's so many
Like, was
things.
there anything like, cause like for me, when I quit my job, a big reason why I quit at the time that I quit was that I was really inspired by this Daito Manabe performance that I saw a video
Mm,
of. And he's like such a brilliant like technologist, but also artist at the same time. And like they like, yeah, they're like perfect together. And then I was like,
yeah.
oh shit, like I can marry like these two worlds and make some
Yeah.
really like crazy art
I
with.
that's what I really like about your art, like being so like digital, like because you mix I don't know how to explain it, but like AI and like computer science with like
Yep.
art and like
Yeah.
that multidisciplinary way. Oh, I think I just went to an Ai Weiwei exhibit in
Ooh, yeah.
Seattle.
Hmm.
Yeah, I only learned about him recently because I really didn't look into like the art world at all. Um, but like Ai Weiwei, I think is like kind of
Hmm.
like my gold standard of like what kind of artist I want to be. Like I do want to
Yeah.
make really big installation pieces
Hmm.
that are also like
Have you had
socially.
spaces that are also like what? Oh yeah, like social commentary.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Have you like is there space for that in LA?
Yeah, I think there's lots of like I've rented venues for video shoots before and I can do the same thing for like different events and stuff.
Nice.
Um I need to figure out how to
Which venues? Because
it,
I lived in LA for 6 months
oh, did you?
in
Oh.
2021.
I don't think they actually have names. They're just like it's like peer space. You just find a space that like somebody's hosting and you can
Mm,
just book it for like an evening. So I'm
cool.
thinking like I'd rent a place out for like a weekend, put an installation in, sell my art there. I did that for
Hmm.
my last pop-up too.
Damn, I should make a trip out to LA and like make a show out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like I want to make an event where I have an installation piece as like the centerpiece and then also have all my other art available and like I'm not sure if I want to charge tickets but or like run a GoFundMe to help like do
Yeah.
this event. But yeah, it's like and then I like if you partner with other artists too, it's like way
Yeah.
easier to like
Hmm.
help each other. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how to do all of that. But one thing at a time.
Okay. Can you send me those spaces? Because my friend, one of my like best friends from Pittsburgh moved out to LA and like
Are they
he's
having a
been
hard
looking
time?
for space.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I just go to peerspace.com and there's like a bunch of listings, but like I also have friends who own small studios together, like
Hmm.
co-studios together.
Yeah, I
Um,
lived in the South Arts District and like the person I was dating at the time like lived in one of those like loft warehouse spaces in the Arts District.
okay, I think I've thought of one quote, but it's so unserious. I think I'm a very unserious person, but also like on the surface, but like Ron Swanson, don't half-ass multiple things, whole ass one thing. Like
Yes.
I think especially when you're neurodivergent, you people have a tendency to like split their focus and then do everything kind of shitty.
Hmm.
Um, like really focusing on like one thing at a time and understanding what's the most important one thing at a time is like something I'm trying to
What's that for
navigate.
you right
What?
now? What's that for you right now?
Um, I realized I've this last year I've gone through this journey of like I need to go to markets and sell in person, or I need to sell online more, or what's the biggest thing? And I think I've gotten to this point where the biggest thing is I need to make more art. I actually
Yeah.
need, yeah, like having a high number of SKUs or inventory is going to boost your sales way more than having a nice looking booth
Hmm.
or like any market you go to, you're gonna have more stuff. More stuff that appeals to more people,
Yeah.
you're gonna sell more. And then that's one piece, and the other piece is like getting more eyes. So that's the marketing strategist that I have.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's
I've
kind of
like,
two things at a time, but like yeah.
cause like when I was freelancing, I did exhibit a lot, but it was never like a gallery where you could like buy any of it. It was
Mm.
just like people would come in and come out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think yeah. The thing I've learned with like really expensive pieces is like those you have to build a lot of trust, especially for those prices.
Hmm.
Um, and like the first couple years, people are just marinating. You're just marinating, you're letting people know you exist,
Yeah.
and you can make a little bit of money. But
Yeah,
yeah.
the reason why, like when I was living in LA, that's the only city I've been in where I would like walk into a gallery and like the gallery attendant would ask like, "Are you an artist?" And I would say, "Yes." And it was the only city where like people would consistently clock me as an artist, which was felt very affirming.
Oh,
'Cause yeah, LA is like a city full of artists and dreamers. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I thought about moving to New York or so I thought about moving to the Bay first because I'd wanted to go for several years, but it was like that's really expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
And then New York is just very dense and also very expensive. And I think the art scene in LA is a little bit more international. Um,
Cool.
but yeah, it's a little bit better. Are we
Yeah,
running
New
out of
York.
time? Oh.
I don't know. We're like 20 minutes over.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I'm just here to yap and catch up. So
yeah,
I'm like, la la la. Yeah.
yeah. I think like because I went to high school in New York City and like my extended family's there. Um, I do know a lot of like cool like DIY art scenes, but it does seem more competitive. And also like more like split attention ADHD because there are like five cool events happening simultaneously in New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm I haven't really bothered trying to get into the gallery scene. Um, just I like I don't think it's something that particularly interests me right now because I'm interested in selling like more popular art forms that are like $5 to $25.
Yeah.
Um, but like yeah, there's like so many conventions that happen but not just like anime conventions, but like SJ Made, there's like flea markets all the time in LA. Do they have
What is
enough
SJ made?
SJ Made is San Jose Made.
Okay.
Like it's one of the events that is run in San Jose that is predominantly like craft artisans, crafters. So the last time I went in July, it was like there were some people who did quilling art where they like roll
Mm,
the paper and like make the things.
mm,
There's a lot of like Asian female artists who like make
mm,
like, you know, cute like kawaii art.
mhm,
There's also like 3D printers or like yeah, different illustrators. Like there's so many different ways to sell your art that I feel like waiting for somebody else to give you permission is kind of slows you down. Like
yeah.
I'm so tired of waiting for permission from other people to tell
Mhm,
me I'm good
mhm,
enough. It's just like
mhm.
making a business just means people are willing to pay you for what you're offering.
I remember being in high school when I was like deciding what colleges to apply to, and then I went to a couple of like portfolio review critique things for like high schoolers, and then they told me that my art, well, first they really liked that like there's a lot of like text and words in my art, which they found like unique. But then they also told me to go bigger, because by then I was like only drawing on like 8.5 by 11 like printer paper.
Mm.
And they were like, you need to go bigger. But I don't know, big is fun, but I don't like how like the bigger an art piece is, the more expensive it is, or the more you can sell it for.
Yeah. That's funny because I've gotten that for dance as well. Like I think it's yeah, it's like yeah, I don't know. With embroidery art, right? Like I have a bunch of pieces that are like this big, but they're so dense and
Yeah.
they are like worth a lot. Like I think they're just really dense in terms of like technique.
Hmm.
Um, and like I charge a lot for those as well because like
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's like I think galleries tend to like the big showy pieces. That's just how they value it.
Hmm.
But like even in videography, like you can do the same job at a wedding and get paid like 10x more. Like it's really just like
Hmm.
what context you're selling it in.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have you watched Blue Period, the anime?
No.
No, it's so good. Oh my God. It
Okay.
was like a little bit too real. Wait, do you watch anime, right?
Not really. I've only watched like Death Note.
Oh, that's very on brand. That's hilarious. It's like it's it's this high school student who realizes he wants to pursue art and gets ready to apply to like the one of the most prestigious art universities in Japan, like the Tokyo National University, which is like extremely competitive.
Hmm.
And it's kind of like this journey of like how do you view like your own portfolio and like
Yeah.
your art and your expression versus commercial art versus a college and university um and like I don't know, there's lots of things where it's like you might do well in like university but commercially it might not
Hmm.
match up. It's really interesting. um Yeah.
Yeah, I think like a lot of like my friends who like studied visual art in college, they're like, "Oh, all my friends are tattoo artists now," because that's like one of the only ways to like make consistent good money
Oh, interesting.
as like an illustrator.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, did you ever take mass culture and modern art?
No, no.
That was a course for like Haas class. Oh my God, I haven't said that in so long.
Has.
A humanities class. Um, and like it just like kind of walked through the entire relationship of like pop art versus
Mm-hmm.
like fine art and gallery art, and how there is has always been like a conversation, if not an argument, between like upper elitism, like
Hmm.
gallery art versus like pop art, like Andy Warhol
Yeah,
versus like,
he's from Pittsburgh.
oh, is he? Oh my God.
Yeah, there's the Andy Warhol Museum here, which is
Oh
actually
shit.
like I thought it was like a tourist trap, but it's actually like really good, especially seeing
Yeah.
like the pieces up close. My
Yeah.
favorite piece there was like it looked like an abstract painting with like splotches of paint on it, but then you like get up and read the plaque and it's like Andy Warhol and like four of his friends urinated on this piece of canvas.
Oh my God. It's like I can appreciate that art, but as a artist, as a consumer,
Yeah, you're
disgusting. Like, wow, so highbrow. Um, yeah, like I, what's it called? It's just, yeah, it's always a conversation. Like people who complain about fine art and not understanding it, like it's that's part of the conversation. Like that's people making absurdist
dude.
art that doesn't make sense. Somebody taped a banana to the wall and is like, "This is art." That's a whole conversation of
And
like,
then like it gets hype. It gets all this hype because it's so absurd, and that's like what they want.
yeah.
And I feel like talking to like the artist teachers from the School for Poetic Computation, like they were saying like we brought up the conversation of like where do you draw the line in ethics when you're working with like the Whitney Museum, which, you know, one of the people on the board like helps fund this chemical weapons company.
Mm,
And they're like, where do you draw the line when it comes to accepting grants from institutions that are unethical? And then
mm,
like, yeah, they were saying like a lot of high art institutions really love it when you critique them because it shows that they're self-aware, but then they don't actually do anything about it. Like they like it when you like you're like, oh, the Whitney Museum, all this stuff, blah 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 blah, all these things that are wrong with the art world, and they really love that. And it's used kind of like as like a good PR machine